Welcome to WellPlayed Talkthrough. My name is Zach Jackson, and joining me today is Nathan Hennessy, and on the sticks, Adam Ryan.
Hello, that's us.
This is Talkthrough, where we invite a developer onto the show to talk us through a slice of their game. And today I'm super excited to welcome Thibaut Panchout from Dotemu.
Yep.
And we're going to be playing
Hello
Absolum.
guys.
Welcome Thibaut. Thank you for joining us. We're very, very, very excited to get this one cracking.
Yeah, but it's a pleasure too to talk about the game, of course, because we've been working on it last 4 years. So yeah, it's really exciting to share how we did it, how what part of the game we worked on, how we worked on. It's kind of interesting to talk about. I hope it will be interesting to you too. So
yeah, we're very, very keen. I mean, but before we get stuck into it, just so you and the viewers are aware, so what happened is Adam has actually never played this before. Nathan and I have played this, so this will actually be Adam's first time playing Absolum. So he's going in blind and getting that new player experience. And then what we'll do is we might have a couple of runs, and then we'll jump to a save file that you've provided us, and we'll jump to some end games, some stuff, and some later runs, so we can kind of get a bit of everything. But Adam, if you want to take it away, go for it.
I'm getting stuck in.
You've selected your character. You've selected the one on the right. Excellent.
I certainly have. This is I've been excited for this talk through for multiple reasons, but above all else, it's so I can finally start playing this game, because I've been holding out for so long, wanting to play it, but I've wanted to go in fresh, so it's very exciting.
Yeah, I'm very, very keen to see what you think. I think you're going to love it, because how can you not? And Thibaut, I just want to start with an easy one. You guys must be super stoked with the reception that you've had from this game, because this has been super well received and really good reviews, player reviews, critic reviews. I think it was had a couple of Game Award announcements, like across all the Game Award types and stuff like that. So yeah, you guys at the studio must be super stoked.
yeah, we are really stoked about it. This is the first for many occurrences. It's the first IP for Dotemu. It's my first game, working on my first game. I've been working with the team and Jordi Asensio and Thierry Brunet. Jordi Asensio, who worked on Street of Rage 4. And so, yeah, we're really stoked and surprised by the reception. It's quite overwhelming, to be honest. It's a bit much, but we're really stoked to see that people enjoy the game as much as we enjoyed creating it.
Excellent.
Terrific. Adam's making a smart call here to just lower the in-game volume a little bit, just a small amount, so he can still hear us. But it looks like he's here in the tutorial now. Adam, don't be dismayed. We do expect that we're going to watch you die pretty quickly, pretty soon, and we're just going to keep on keeping on.
Be careful when you jump.
No pressure at all.
No. I mean,
No.
Everyone's
Intended
watching.
part of the experience.
I have a question for you. So you mentioned that this is your first game, but the studio has a pretty good history, or recent history, with the beat 'em up genre. Streets of Rage 4. I gave that game a 10. I absolutely love that game. I've got the physical copy over here. Really love that game, but you've kind of knocked it out of the park again with this one. I guess during the design phase, or whatever you want to call it, where you were kind of getting some ideas together, what made you want to blend beat 'em up with some roguelike elements?
Well, that's a good question. If you played Street of Rage 4, you probably played the DLC 2, which is the survival mode with roguelike elements. And the idea came from Jordi and the team at Gazorg, who, there was a natural blend that occurs when you play an arcade game, in the old era. you restart the game often. You often come across a game over, and that's part of the arcade experience. And that blends really naturally with the roguelike loop, in our opinion. And we couldn't just fathom that no one has exploited the thing on beat 'em up or really successful occurrences, and that feels so natural that we wanted to test, blend the thing, and it works like a charm. And I hope it feels good. But in our opinion, it's really enjoyable to test this theory and watch it work as well as it's working right now.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, I think you're spot on. Like, I mean, I can speak for maybe, I guess, all of us. We've all been to the arcade at one point and, wanted to keep spending dollars and dollars on the same game. And, when you put it like that, I'm actually surprised that not many other games have kind of approached it that way. Maybe they have. We haven't spoken to them, but I think that's a really good way to look at it. Yeah.
It seems really natural to transform this loop that you already do in arcade experiences into a thing that you implement in the game and you reward for repeating and repeating. It's not alienating to the fan base of beat 'em ups because they are used to repeating the game over and over.
Correct.
Yeah. No, I think this is a genre that works very, very well for that, and I think the combination is great because initially when I was like, roguelike, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, I don't know if I like roguelite, so I just want to play the game, and then I did like probably like 2 runs, and I was like, I am fucking hooked. Like I just want to keep playing this. It is that good, and it feels good, it sounds good, it looks incredible. Like that art style is phenomenal. All the the Streets of Rage 4 art was immaculate as well. I think the team have done an absolutely fantastic job with the design of the art here, and just the whole experience. Like it all just works so well.
Yeah, big up to the art team because Supamonk is a French animation studio that usually does traditional animation, and it's also their first video game, and that's first experience into making a video game. And Maxime Marie, who is the artistic director of the game, he used to work on projects like Super Mario, the movie, and all things like that. And he really did an insane job with his team making this world come to life. And they also took a big part into the pre-production, the creation of the universe of the game. Yeah, they are a big part.
Done well, Adam.
Oh, this. Yep.
Oh.
that went about as well as expected.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but as for the Sun King, at least as far as the game I'm into, is like the big bad, right? Like that's the person you should be fighting towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't feel too bad then. Okay, good.
Probably shouldn't feel too bad.
No,
Yeah.
All right.
We shouldn't.
To be honest, you were supposed to die on the fight even before, so just reaching him in the tutorial.
Good job. Good job, Adam.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Good one.
So Zach mentioned the art style is exceptional. Like it is so striking. I've seen screenshots and trailers and whatnot beforehand, but playing it is something different. Like the way that the animations move it just fits the art style so well. I know that you may not want to speak for the art team, but where did they draw inspirations from? Because this world is so well realized within the art style. Like it is gorgeous. Where did they pull inspirations from, if you do know?
Yeah. To be honest, they draw their inspiration from Belgian and French comics and how do we bande dessinée? I don't know the word in English. I don't know the comic books. And from French inspiration, they draw inspiration from all sorts of traditional art and Hellboy and all those shades of black, really pronounced black. And the inspiration behind the universe is really classical inspirations like Lord of the Rings and even some Dragon Ball for some parts, because Maxim is a big
Cool.
fan of Dragon Ball. Yeah, you will see the inspiration on the raptor, the mounts with the dinosaur, really inspired by Toriyama. But it's a blend of all a lot of things. Yeah. Japanese, French comics.
Excellent. So just explain to us, so your role as a game and level kind of designer, from what we're kind of looking at, if it's, I know it might not be that simple, but is there anything that we can kind of see on the screen that you personally had a hand in?
Yeah, the blockouts and navigation and all the things that you just walk on in the game. I personally mostly worked on level design. I design, I think, of 2/3 of the table, the levels that you're gonna cross.
Yep.
And I mostly made blockouts and navigations and pitched biomes and what are in it, what enemies you fight in it, what is the experience that you want out of a biome. And yeah, I also took part in game design pitches and reunion, but most of the game design systems are from Jordi and Gauthier, who are my leads on the project.
Awesome. This look, and forgive me for anyone listening and anyone here, if I just explains things that are just common roguelite like things, just forgive me, because I haven't played that many of those types of games. But what I loved about this game is that it's constantly giving you, even though you fail, it's constantly giving you things to upgrade and to kind of get better at. And even the runs themselves, like, they're all very different. So the powers that Adam just kind of got then, the next time he loads into this mission, for example, there might be some different powers and spells and whatnot. So you can kind of mix it up, and every run feels very different. But that kind of loop of when you fail and you get all the kind of collectibles that you got, and you can spend that currency to upgrade this and that. Yeah, I thought that was really, really well done. Like, even though I got my ass handed to me multiple times, you know, I never felt like it was unfair, and I always felt like ready to go back in again.
And
That's a robot.
that's one of the big challenges. Yeah, that's good. It's a good compliment, because we really worked hard on this part of the game. The fact that you could replay the game over and over and never have quite the same run. And big part of that, because it's in our belief that the secret sauce to make a good roguelike is to create a routine of some sort, things that you are used to. I go and run, I go out there, and you have to break this routine by some little things like cutscenes and little story bits and new gameplay things and new levels, and you have to just not have to give big things, but just renew the run each time a little bit.
Nathan, you've played a small handful of hours. What are your kind of initial thoughts on the loop?
So I've played a bit over 3.5 hours. I'm a little ways into the second island swamp area. One of the things that I'm really enjoying about Absolum that stands out after you've spent an hour in this game and started a couple of runs is the quest system, specifically the quest system. So what is going to happen is, as you work through Absolum, you're going to be picking pathways at the end of different battles and encounters, and those pathways are going to send you on different routes through the map. Along the way, you're going to meet characters, and sometimes in safe areas or sometimes either side of a combat encounter. They might give you the tip off to a secret location, a new pathway that you're maybe not aware of, or they'll ask you to go clear out some enemies. You'll go along with the quest, but you can't revisit the quest giver to like get your reward until you've restarted the run. So it kind of incentivizes, like if I'm able to finish my quest, I kind of want to probably die so that I can reap the reward of the quest on the revisit, which was a really cool cycle for me. And the way that quests sort of open up is unexpected. Like it's not, you don't consult a bounty board or a contract board. It's you organically meet these people in the world, which I thought was really neat.
Yeah, that's a thing that we wanted to make into the game, because a big thing of the game is that it does not reinvent anything in the fantasy genre.
Yeah.
We just want to make solid fantasy world and a big adventure that you play. It's really heavily inspired by Shadow of Mistara, Dungeons and Dragons, Capcom on arcade, and Guardian Heroes from on Saturn. If anyone played that, it's a bit of a gem. But the big thing is that we wanted to incentivize to go check some things and talk to people, and you discover the world by quests, and it feels really logical for a fantasy settings to have quests, and it builds up on the story also. So I'm happy you liked it. So.
Now, one thing I want to ask, now that we're starting to see some more of the early level design, could you speak to a guiding philosophy or particular ideas you might have when designing a level, specifically with regards to secret areas? How are you looking to hide a secret area from a player, and how are you hoping the player might then discover these secret areas, which are all through the game?
I won't challenge you.
Secret design is very flexible. In the early games, early levels, we are usually not hiding them as much as in the later levels. We want to introduce mechanic of secrets early on, so things behind a cascade or just behind a bush, something are really obvious in the early games. And the more we progress into the game, we wanted to introduce some more niche mechanics like emotes and throwing things into pits and pushing the player to experience things and test the waters of what a beat 'em up is, because the genre is a bit niche too. So you want to incentivize with secrets to test everything that they wanted, you want them to, the players, I mean. And that comes also with the philosophy to make the game replayable as well, because you can look at a level differently if you found a secret. And now that you know that in this level that you identified there is this here, you're gonna approach the level differently, and you're gonna get more rewards for just knowing the game better.
Alright, Adam, you've been playing for like 15-ish minutes. I know you're in the middle of whooping ass, but how does it feel? How do you feel like the game feels?
So, by no means am I like a beat-em-up master. I haven't been playing the old arcade games from, way back in the day, but I loved Streets of Rage 4. I thought the combat in that was super, super tight, and I've got a similar sort of feeling with this. Something that, and I know that Zach, you and we've discussed this about the game in the past, but something that I really enjoy is each kind of frame is its own little stage, and it has a hard wall that you can bounce the enemies off, and that is exceptionally satisfying. And you've probably seen that I've been doing it a lot, is doing the charge attack to bounce the enemies, so then it kind of keeps the combo going. I think that is fantastic. Having a really, really fun time with that.
Well, that kind of leads into the... I'm glad you brought that up, because that was going to be the segue. But I guess, what was the feeling behind, or the thinking behind, having that kind of hard wall? And because I think, if I remember correctly, in Streets of Rage 4, that's not there. If you hit an enemy out to the distance, it just goes into the distance and they come back into the screen. That might be wrong. So someone better correct me if I'm incorrect. I mean, if I'm... Yeah. But so I guess why would you in here? Like, what was the thinking behind it here?
Yeah. The thinking behind the combat system and the wall bounce and everything is that we wanted to make the game a little bit more combo focused, because it's kind of fun to combo enemies and juggle them. And we took a bit of inspiration from Devil May Cry series and all that. And we wanted to make the combo system more accessible to anyone, because Street of Rage 4 is a hard game for some people. It's a cool game, I think. The combat system is really polished, but it's quite lacking in accessibility for some players, and we wanted to make the appeal of comboing enemies more accessible. So it goes through the wall bounces and the ground bounces, and you have more ways to pick up the enemy after you use your 3 jab combo. So it's a little bit of blend to make the combo system more appealing than in Street.
Excellent. Come on, mate, you can do it.
Just
Yeah.
appreciating a moment. Yeah, come on, Adam.
Gazorg is the big enemy that serves as a prototype to test the combat system of Absolum. To be honest, the first enemy that we made with the full combat system, and him is this full kit Python. Yeah, kind of nostalgic to see this boss getting crushed like that. We also. Oh yeah.
No, you go.
Sorry.
No, you go.
It's also, this boss is also a highlight of the new combat and defensive options that we made available to the player. Like good job, nice one.
Happy
First
with that.
try. Yeah.
I didn't get that on my first try. Well done, Adam.
Good job. Yes, sorry, you were saying this is a. Go again,
Yeah.
sorry?
And Gazorg is the first big boss that we used to test the combat system with new additions from Street of Rage 4. And a big highlight of that is the new defensive system, like dodge and the deflect and the clash. And we wanted to highlight more the defensive options, because in Street of Rage 4 you usually rely on the jump invincibility and the grab invincibility, or the Y button. And here we wanted to make it more obvious, more streamlined, like play more on these options, like a little bit of Dark Souls inspiration, if I dare say it. But yeah. But more patient gameplay, like looking at the moveset and the enemies. We also take advantage of this to highlight the animations of the art team, and the heavily hand-drawn animations are a good way to show and make good tells of the attack.
I guess the beat 'em up genre has always had really good boss fights, right? Like, you know, when you think about Street Rage 4 or other games, like, you know, the bosses are a highlight of those kind of games. And I guess, how did you go about designing the bosses here? Given that it is like a roguelite and you will be kind of playing them quite often, what was kind of the design feelings behind that?
That bridge was a gift from my people.
The boss were designed in a way to make gates. Say the obvious game design trick to make gates to test the player if he has the right skills and learn the good ways of the beat 'em up, if they understand what we want them to do in later levels. And we want them to have one big moment to make them memorable, character design that stand out from the rest. And here with Gazorg, you have this moment where he goes in rage, where he sounds his horn and gathers his goblins friends, and we want to make some little highlight moments to make the boss memorable, and that goes also by music, of course. But we want them to make to be good set pieces, big moments that the player will remember. But also the moments where the player will die, of course, because they are here to check you and verify if you are able for the rest of the game.
Well, I will say, having very recently encountered that moment, scared the shit out of me. As soon as he yelled at me, I was terribly afraid that I was going to get the first death, so I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, and we are really banking on breaking some expectations. Like, you're not expecting a big orc with a big mace to drop kick you in the face.
No, no.
We love the drop kick, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big staple of the combat games and them up. So there is a lot of bit of references to Capcom games and SNK fighting games and all that, because we love these fighting games and we grew up with them and want to pay homage to. It's in part of the DNA.
Well, as a quick point of trivia, can you speak to any favourite beat 'em up titles from your youth or even now that have stood as a strong inspiration for you as a level designer?
My big inspiration in terms of beat 'em up is I spoke earlier about the Guardian Hero series, but I used to play that with friends.
Yeah.
And Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, of course, and Street of Rage with on the Mega Drive with my youth. I used to play that, but more of the inspiration of Jordi, the head of design in the team, are from Shadows of Amistara and Guardian Heroes too. So and things like that want to make an adventure. Beat 'em up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, obviously we're not showcasing it here because I'm playing it solo, and I'm going to die because I'm talking. But Absolum can be played...
Yes, sorry about the rocks.
That's okay. It had to happen eventually. But Absolum can be played in 2-player co-op. And it is a roguelite. How difficult is it to balance that co-op gameplay as well as all of the different permutations that you can have with all of the different incremental roguelike add-ons? So, because I imagine things can get pretty crazy pretty fast, even with it being just one player, and then you add another player into the mix and, it's doubles the chaos. So how do you go about balancing all of those different aspects?
First, there is one big thing that you surely notice. There is only 2 players in the game, and that's for a reason, because at 4 players we tested it.
You tested it.
But the screen was unreadable and it was a mess. So we choose to make the tough decisions to keep it 2 players, and that's the first axis. It's to make the playing field readable and be mindful of the FXs and the visual effects that can plague the playing field. The second thing is balancing the number of enemies. Of course, there is more enemies in 2 players. They are more aggressive. Like if you play the Street of Rage 4, 2 player is kinda the equivalent of hard or close to mania in the aggressiveness of the enemies. There are more opportunities to attack because OP if only one enemy, but I think 2 players. The third thing is the game adapts to the player you're playing with. Multiplayer keeps flags of your progression, and it blends all the progression of the 2 players when you meet online, and it takes the player who has least progress as a reference for some elements in the game, like story beats, unlockables. So you won't be spoiled by playing online, but also you kind of have the discovery that you, even if you already discovered things, if you play with someone that didn't discover some ritual or some upgrade, you will have the cutscene, all the things that showcase this. But the personal upgrades are kept between sessions. If you join someone and you have like two some upgrades from the trees that affects only you, you will keep them. But it's a blend of all this, and the four things that we didn't want to ruin the fun. If it's easier, so be it. Just enjoy the game. And we wanted to play it fun first. Even that's why there is a revive button in co-op. That's why you can pick up your friend. It's a bit OP in my opinion, but we thought it would be detrimental to the experience if you would just watch your friend play while you are on the ground with a lesser build and can help each other. And we thought the fun first in the co-op section.
From memory, because I played it co-op with my brother, and he went and platinum the game, the cheeky little bastard. But I remember that to revive, it actually it takes his health away. Is that like a little bit of that? Like in order to revive, you have to have a little bit of health. Am I remembering that correctly?
Oh no, you can just revive someone. You just pick them up at really low.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
like 10% HP.
Yeah. Okay.
There is even some trinkets to make this better. They are co-op exclusive, but
let them find your
yeah.
refuge.
Pick up.
Is it cozy?
Now, which pathway is Adam going to pick after this conversation? Because he's at the start of a new run. Last time, he took the stairs to the right. He's also... Well, he's got at least one other option.
Hang on, just pause that.
Yeah.
If you go... Nah, he's gone. He's gone and bloody done it.
It's gone.
I was going to try and get you to go to a secret area, but...
I was deliberately avoiding.
Yeah, I know, but I just thought I could. I was like, he's gonna make
all the fun.
He's gonna make a decision before we can get there, and he did anyway.
Yeah.
So,
there is a huge secret on this level, but
this one here.
Yeah.
Okay. I think maybe you do need to tell us.
Oh, right there. Okay, I'm gonna tell, but it's probably gonna end your run. To be honest.
That's all right.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna tell you at the end of the level.
Okay.
Of the level.
Alright.
But it's a bit of the.
Good.
Yeah, it's a bit of a huge secret that we hid in the game at just the end of the run. And we were shocked at how fast people found it, because usually you play something and like you make it really convoluted to find it, and you see, oh, no one is gonna. Oh, don't.
Oh no!
No!
It's alright. If
I'm gonna
I'll
showcase
just-
it another day then.
I'll let the crabs kill me. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Let it be
Twice.
a little bit of mystery then. Another day.
Play on
So, all right. So Adam's now playing as a different character. There are 4 playable characters in the game. Talk to me about the design process on the 4 different characters and making them, because they're all very different. I don't know if my favorite is the one that Adam was playing previously, or if it's Cider, I think is the name with the grapple thing. Yeah. I'm not sure yet, but yeah. So what was the kind of, how did you make each character kind of feel very unique and different, while still, I guess, fitting in with this world and be in that type of combat?
Yeah. The big philosophy behind the design of the character is like the rest of the game is taking tropes from fantasy and classic Dungeon and Dragon archetypes, like the rogue, the warrior, the dwarf, and twisting them. Like here you have kind of a warrior archetype in Galandra, but we twisted it in being a big swordsman, like a more feminine character, making twist to that, and then pushing it to see what sticks. Like Maxim Mari draw lots of doodles about moves and potential things that the character could do, and we just pointed at, well, this looks good, this animation looks awesome, we want to make a move out of it, and we just followed this kind of rule of cool, what cool be, with a bit of what archetypes are expected from. And of course, here you have a character that has a big sword, you swing, and it's easier to access for new players. But it doesn't feel cheap. It must feel powerful to swing it. In the earlier version of the game, it costed mana to actually use the sword, because the sword is kind of cursed in lore. But we quickly scrapped that because it was not fun at all to have a big sword behind you and not be able to swing around and bounce enemies on the ground. So it's kind of this design philosophy. So by Galandra, we stick to the warrior archetype, really raw fighting aspects, like dragon, not too complicating philosophy of design. But for Cider, for example, we wanted to be more acrobatic and more combo oriented, less crowd control-y and less big moves, but really making it flashy. And you can make combo videos with it and things like that.
Yeah.
On the topic of characters then, which character of the four do you know has remained as close to when it was originally prototyped as opposed to where they are now? Which character has seen maybe the least amount of change during development?
I think Cider and Brome. Because Cider and Brome came really late into development, we tested the vertical slices and the game early with Galandra and Carl, and later when we were sure of the direction of the game, we pinpoint Cider and Brome later. But Cider a bit less because we revamped a bit of how they combo the enemies. Brome really stayed the same during whole development.
Right.
The magic guy, but Carl, to be honest, he has an inspiration, a thing that's customized that lets him reload.
Yeah.
If you ever found it, and it was Space Kids usually in the earlier, and
The
it was
reload that reloads the mana.
yeah,
That's very
the
powerful.
thing is, it's really powerful, and we thought of making in his original design he could reload on the fly from the start, but was a bit too OP. so we made it another couple. So. Yeah,
Were there
Brome
any,
is the one that fits.
were there any characters that maybe didn't make it into the game that you maybe utilized aspects of their design into these characters, or?
Not really. We didn't scrap any playable character. We have a lot of non-playable character that we thought of that we couldn't make into the game. But player characters stayed really the same for same ideas. We had 4 pitches, and designs stayed along this way during all.
Yeah.
None have captured more memories than the sea.
I wasted my chance to use it then, but if I'm to throw a rotten steak at an enemy, what exactly is that going to do?
It's gonna set 4 horde of flies around the stake, making DPS
Amazing.
around
Good.
it. It's a little bit of an in joke, the stake actually, because Gauthier, who is did game designer of the game, is really fond of stories and Dungeons and Dragons and surprises. And he thought sometimes in the game that could make rotten food if you found it on the bodies and we had this rotten steak that was laying around that damages you when we pick it up, and it was not a good interaction in terms of gameplay, but it was fun in terms of story. So we kept it into the game and twisted it to make something else.
Turn it into a throwable. Yeah.
Yep. And damage your enemy. So I think you can still find rotten, but in really niche cases and secrets. Like something that really explicitly tells you, yeah, don't eat that, okay? But not in the gameplay set.
So just to quickly duck back onto secrets for a moment there, you mentioned that they found at least a particular one pretty quickly, perhaps. But are there any secrets still in the game that players have yet to discover to your knowledge? Or you not? Is that something that you can?
I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, I can speak about it. I don't think there is any secret yet to uncover. I don't know exactly because there is a lot of levels in the game.
Yeah.
At least 150 levels, unique levels without counting variations. But I don't seem to reckon if there is any stones unturned.
Yeah. Cool.
Those boss fights are stressful.
Yeah.
Adam, I reckon next
lord.
time you perish, I reckon we maybe switch up the save files.
Certainly can.
Yeah.
He is going to be able to heal here, which gives me some relief, because I am hopeful that Adam will reach the Underking.
And he almost skipped the heal.
He almost skipped
yeah,
the
yeah, it was in the back.
Whoa.
His priority was getting some help.
Yeah. And you want to go right.
Yep, so now you can't afford any items, but that's okay. That's another day.
I really liked how you guys have done that kind of merchant vendor type thing with and you got like the loyalty card as well. I think that's quite a little neat take on it. I like that.
Yeah. Well, we were really fond of the merchant design. Get it in the back. To make something a bit special for it. Make it a bit. It's mostly inspired by the mechanics in Isaac, Binding of Isaac.
Yes.
About the shop that you spend money in it. The more you play, the more the shop is favorable to you. Incites you to replay the game.
Yeah, and I when I was first playing it, I was like, nah, I don't want to spend my money. I'm a bit of a hoarder. I want to hoard my cash for something that I really want to get, right? But I feel like that kind of discount, if you want to call it that, that kind of makes me more inclined to want to actually part ways with the money, and just try these things.
You won't be holding on to your money for long, so you best spend it.
I know.
Gone in the next.
Where is it? Where is you are with the Root Sisters?
I can't believe you were going to walk past him.
He's so cool.
Yeah, I love. But we used to communicate with him with emotes and sign language. Yeah, because he's a ghost. The ghosts speak in sign.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. But it was too niche and too hidden mechanic. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Zach knows the answer to this because he has already played a lot more than me, but are there... I assume there are character interactions that exist in the game that require you to use emotes, or is that not the case?
I don't remember any. Not to my
knowledge. It's really rare. There is
the archives are
interaction in the game, I think,
you go.
with emotes.
Yep.
But, this is a really niche.
I thought as much. Thank you.
It's more for the the player communication in online, because there is no voice chat or chat to be had with, and we wanted players to still interact without speaking,
Your
like
help was planned and needed.
tell things to each
I
other,
am a
but
custodian,
keep the option of
keeper of the history and craft for the citadel. My knowledge will help you to become what you need to be. I designed your refuge. I'll meet you there.
I love him.
I love it.
The citadel once
Don't leave
towered
that bread
above
behind,
the
boy.
ground.
I saw that bread.
All that remains
I'm
of
coming
the
back
stone
for it, don't you
floor
worry.
remains, haunted
But
by
yeah, the
shadows
archivist
of
will be
their former glory.
back home next time you die. He's very
Yep.
helpful.
That'll do.
Yeah, I think I just think I was going to try and wait till we kind of see it again, but you've touched on a good point. Again, just the way that everything kind of just works and is implemented in this game and fits. It all just fits, right? I think it's really well done, and even the book that shows you like your run, like I just felt myself, I just kind of found myself looking at that like all the time. I don't really know why. Like I knew my runs weren't that good, but I was like, I just want to go look at this book again because it was just such a cool little thing that's just there. I love it.
Good. Yeah, the we wanted to keep some coherence, some we want to keep the world a bit grounded and real, like having mechanics or fourth bright is cool and meta, but I think with the new IP we wanted to make the world more believable above all else. So making some small tidbits and things implemented in the world, I think it makes the world much more believable, real, grounded. Right? But we hope to make it work like that.
Nice.
It's one of my favorite tracks of the game.
I was just about to say the music team just like did not leave anything on the cutting room floor at all. All of this gothic music is incredible.
And Garrett Cocker that worked with us. He worked on Ori and Halo Infinite.
Okay.
And I love this string. But the whole thing was a bit surreal, to be honest, because we were like, oh, we want some music, some cute music for the game, and he was like, okay, guys. No, I have some vision for the game, okay? And he made some 3 parts OSTs and music that changes depending on the player, the player character that you're playing right now. And I have guests that I can get you to play, like the man that made this song to come play and make the bosses and all that. It was a real treat. Every new track was really impressive.
Here we
Before-
go.
How likely is it that I'm gonna die here?
Oh,
Likely.
I hope so. I hope so.
God, I hope so too.
Otherwise, I'll feel very embarrassed.
It isn't over for me, Your Majesty.
Alrighty.
It's alright, I'll throw a knife at him. There we go.
I love the horns on this track.
Some good chugs there.
Oh. 1 HP. Okay. Okay.
He figured it out.
Yeah, you figured it out. Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
I must say though,
Nice try. Nice
if we're
try.
talking about music, that
How
boss
fucking
theme
hard
is
does that go?
Yeah.
unbelievable. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Even the map
This
looks
boss
gorgeous.
music. The music for the Underking the first time we received the draft. surreal. To be honest, it
I
was
would expect so.
it's
God.
so a departure from what Garrett do, but Mick Gordon has a really specific style.
I have journeyed from the blasted
We
sands of
wanted to make it
Asterios to
characterize
this
the boss
strange, rain-soaked
with
land.
a big theme that make it
All along the journey, I could just
iconic,
make
I
out a
guess.
faint
We
chord.
wanted to make it that.
It was
I
your
think
voice.
it's iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't be forgetting it in a hurry, that's for sure. That was fantastic.
And I'm not the one to say that, to be honest. But I love the. It's a big thing to work on a game and be fan of the people you work with. That's something that really pleasing to do, I guess. We were all kind of fan of the works of each other. But
Well, quickly on this topic, Thibault, can I ask? I hope, do you have a favorite boss theme in Absolum?
oh, it's so hard.
It is a difficult, yes.
I am torn apart between the Azra team, the theme, because I love the theme of that boss fight. The Absolum one is a good one too, but honestly, the theme for Mortamima, if you heard about it, the one from Yukaki Tamura,
I am the danger now.
big one that I really love. It made me when I first played the level with the theme and the level, I was wow, that's a big thing. I love playing this game right now, and that's something that you don't really tell yourself after 3 years of development.
Yeah.
If you get pissed about your game, you're really burned out playing it, and when you're close to release and you play your game and you have all that fits together and you tell yourself, oh, wow, I like what we did, and that's a rare thing when to experience.
So now, at this point in your professional life, you have a relationship with Absolum where you can enjoy it, I suppose.
Yeah, and that's something that's rare because usually heard all the music for 2,000 of hours working on it, and there is some themes in the game that I heard all development long, but I'm feeling lucky to have a good relationship with the game and still loving it.
Excellent. So now we're going to switch over the save files. Is that right, Adam?
Correct. Let's get into it. I'm terrified that I've beaten 2 bosses and now I'm getting slingshotted into the end game. That's terrifying for me as the one playing, but I also now have a frogman, so hold on a minute.
You got
Yeah,
this.
play as the frogman. Oh, those cider is a.
I love
is-
them.
I'm sorry, he's a frog wizard. Good
Yep.
lord. Alright, so are we wanting just to start a run, as per usual? Beautiful.
Spoiler. From the no. Yeah,
Oh my
you
lord.
can just in the new update you can just start with inspiration from the start, spending crystal.
Yeah, okay, cool.
The new feature. Yeah. That's all the inspirations that Brome can pick up. And the more you take, the pricier they are. So you cannot just afford every inspiration.
Hold on a moment. So his sprint is that he rides his staff?
Skates and stuff.
Sorry, Adam.
Unreal.
Skates.
Pardon, yep. But I mean, yeah, that is the coolest dude I've ever seen. Seriously.
I love them too.
Have
Now, should
Now
I go
you
back
have
to the
corrupted
beach?
version. Yeah, try it. Again.
I've been watching, but I don't know. Have you come across enemies you can ride yet, Adam?
Yes, there was one
Okay,
mount,
yeah.
which was very, like, kind of golden axe to me, which is very, very cool.
Good
Yeah,
comparison.
it's a big inspiration. classic 1-2 tongue combo. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where's this secret?
Yeah.
Just wait after the reward for the level.
So, as soon as I kill everyone, just go completely to the next area. Don't worry, straight away. Yep, got it. Easy.
Yeah, exactly. Just what I said.
You could,
Yeah.
You could hear the nervousness in my voice. He's gonna do it.
Yeah, I know.
I love this base arcana, to be honest. I love the huge high beam that it does. So now you want to get this, and you want to disrespect the folks standing behind you. Just press the emote wheel, if you have it. I think it's L, and thumb in down. Just
Bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
hang on a minute.
Yeah, I said it was gonna end your run, so good luck, I guess.
Whoa.
He's fine.
See,
Wait,
yeah. I haven't found that. I don't know how I would ever find that.
Yeah, it's and that's what we were thinking too. We hit something like we were hoping that people would never find, like some little trivia that you could tell to your friends. The philosophy behind that is what like the games of old, like where there was no internet, so you wanted to go to your friends and say, "Oh, I found that in the game," and there was this insane thing, and they wouldn't believe you because it was too convoluted. So with internet, it's hard to have secrets, so you have to make them really, really hard to find, and even then, people find them in 8 hours. So I guess it's out of the back down, so you can just enjoy it.
There you go.
And you just crushed it, I guess.
Alright, so from now on, I'm going to be doing every emote possible on every screen, just in case.
Yeah. It's even not in the achievement because it's too secret. We didn't want to frustrate the
That's cool, yep.
that seeks the full completion.
Well, I hope this doesn't discourage the team from implementing more convoluted secrets in the future, because they are fun.
I love we love hide things and make small tidbits. The more time there is in production, the more there will be convoluted things in top of classic game.
Of course.
The main philosophy thing is to keep the main game intact and just put cherries on everything.
Of course.
Not spoil the whole play.
A question
It might be. Yeah.
just regarding, so with the I guess the buffs and stuff you can get during the run versus the powers and upgrades that you can buy, how did you decide which ones you could randomly get on a run versus ones that you could actually invest in? Like, what was kind of the choice behind deciding between that?
So the main thing behind that is we wanted to keep the meta progression element really linked to the whole rogue system. Things that could be on all characters and all things that works on everyone, but helps you on the long run, like rerolls and one-ups and things like that.
Yeah.
And the upgrades in run, there is 3 kinds. There is the trinkets that are artifacts that you forge to give the horde feeling of adventurer that still grabs everything, and horde has a huge inventory of magic trinkets that builds up. There is the arcanas not the arcanas, the rituals. Sorry, the rituals that power ups your already existing set and rewards some behavior game. And there is the inspiration that builds up on the existing moveset of the character. We had the idea of this mechanic because earlier in development we played a lot of Street Fighter 6, and we just picked up that there is a character builder in the game. You can create your moveset, and wait, that would be cool if a roguelike lets you build up your fighting game character. That would be insane, actually. What a cool idea. And we tried to make it work, because like, ideas are bad ideas. If you try them, sometimes trash, to be honest. And we tested it, and it felt really good to now you have a dive kick, now you have we kept this, so every upgrade past character specifics and new moves and things that really push a character into a build archetype, like Cider and the throwable multiplicator, we kept to the inspiration and the bigger.
Yeah, nice, cool. Is there a particular upgrade that you really love?
The rocket dwarf from Carl. Oh, don't get the screen. That's alright. Fix it. But there is Carl that has the rocket dwarf ability, which allows him to boost himself in the air 3 times in a row, and you just blunk a ball all around and just bounce on the enemies, and it's a really fun perk. I love it. It used to really break the game also because you could sequence break every blocking sequence, but I love it. I can't just hate the thing. It made me lose sleep over sequence break, but
I think a good roguelite game has to have a couple of elements that the player can exploit that allows them to be overpowered and broken. Just a couple, so it's good that they're there.
Yeah, the one of the big fun of the game is break the game in the fun. You know,
Absolutely.
The big thing that makes a roguelike enjoyable is that you feel that you are cheating at the game, even though you aren't, because we bend for this kind of thing. But the feeling of exploiting a system is really good and satisfying, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to ruin the fun by nerfing things too much, or that synergy between a spirit claw and the Brumble ritual makes 24 throwables. Well, I guess it's in the game. Too bad. But we love this kind of silly combination. It's fun too to see players just find something that you didn't even plan. Don't want to spoil.
I got a question for you that I don't know if we'll get an answer, but you know, we're going to throw it out there anyway because you don't ask, you don't know. You've obviously done the update now, Threads of Fate, which we will hopefully get a look at when Adam perishes on this run. But I guess is this a franchise that you guys want to keep working on, you know, and explore further in the future, whether that's through updates, a sequel maybe? Are there any cool ideas you got cooking at the moment?
The only thing that comes to mind right now is that Supamonk, the art thing, announced that they want to make animated series for Absolum.
Cool.
So it's what they do.
Yep.
So they want to keep the world alive like this, and that's pretty much all that being said.
Yep.
That certainly sounds like there's more Absolum on the way. Yeah. Great.
Yeah, the animated series.
Yeah.
This room is one of my greatest scenes in this game because with it's supposed to be a challenging room, but looking at the analytics, it's one of the rooms that kills the most people.
Okay,
And,
that makes me feel better.
I,
Good.
I may have overtuned it a bit, but it's a scripted event because you don't have to pillage the castle, but you can, and you have to fight them before. And sorry.
Oh.
All right. Can we get Adams going on the Threads of Fate stuff? So maybe Mystic Ordeal.
Yep, that's a new feature. Making you, letting you make custom challenge for you.
All right, so where am I headed to get that underway?
So you just have to go to the right, and just before starting a run with Arcanas, you can have
There's hope on
top
this sacred ground.
to make magic. It's not a but yeah, just interact with it.
All
And,
right.
so there is a lot of challenges that we looked up, and you can even you have to progress through it all to unlock all the challenges. And when you have unlocked all the abilities, you can even share and make your own.
So that's just caught my eye immediately, is that the enemy life is at 25%, but the multiplier is at 300, and the aggression is high, so...
Yeah, we call it the switch break.
The switch breaker.
Yeah,
I get it.
Very good.
Because we used this the version of the switch
Really what the
version. So used to make the console crash.
Crimson Order
Of course.
will burn.
Well, go on, Zach. Go on,
Hang
Zach.
on, stop. Oh my god.
You've got to give me some warning.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fucking
Well, you
with
can,
you. I'm
can
fucking
just
with you.
maybe another time, I guess.
Maybe another time.
But I love the secret, the levels from the biomes that you are missing. It makes me a little bit sad each time you miss it, so it's okay. So yeah, this
too good at
ordeal is
hiding.
too good at hiding. But this ordeal is full mayhem. You want to kind of a Muso feeling.
Yeah.
Wanted to make you fight a lot of enemies at once, and I think it's fun. I had a good time
Oh,
there.
jeez.
They were like, oh!
What?
So, this is one of the controversial mechanics that people kinda have a hard time with, and I get why, because it's there is covered biomes now, and if you go in those biomes, you can have enemies that get added from anywhere in the game.
Yep.
Like those dead guardians or late game enemies, and in corrupted biomes they can be elites, and they are kind of a big overtake. Yeah,
We're not done yet, though.
because there is a lot of enemies to pull from, and you pull twice from the same. Really unlucky, to be honest.
No. He deserved it.
For missing the king.
Yeah. I want to ask about the sort of the co-development and I guess how that works and how that's I guess benefited the development, because to have 3 different teams work on a game is, I mean, like I know that for big studios there's always lots of collaboration in that, but when you're a bit smaller, having 3 separate teams work together is a little bit different. But I guess, how was that process, and how did that help with the game's kind of development? You've mentioned that Supamonk kind of did the art for it, so did each team kind of have its own sort of thing, or?
Yeah, that's a big particular thing of the development, is that we had Supamonks in France, and we had Guild Crush, who were working on the code, the development of the code of the game, and they are based in Quebec. So there is time differences, and there is almost exclusively remote work. So that was a bit of a challenge, but I think what it gives in challenges in communications gives back in difference of influence and difference of culture and references.
Yep.
So we were in majority in remote, and we were there were daily meetings, and trying to keep track of everyone, and it's a big undertaking.
Yeah.
Home is wherever your family
Yeah.
finds refuge.
Yeah.
Adam, I reckon you should give the other character a crack, and then go to
Just
that.
doing that now, and I'm not going to skip past that screen. You watch me. This time, I've got it. Trust me, everyone. It's okay. I'll get it.
Just teasing, bro.
Fourth
I'm
time's the
fine.
charm. That said, I'm
The-
going to try one of these.
The secret and the crossroads are a big point of the game, because we really wanted to put the emphasis on the travel feeling, the feeling of journey from point A to point B, orienting yourself and should I go there or there, and we wanted to make the thing with secrets or secret. It's fun to find a new thing, completely new thing with new levels and new enemies in episodes.
I remember 5. The lushness and fire.
It extends to spoiler. The big yeah you can. Where is
Go on,
Yeah.
Zach.
All right,
where
Zach,
are you?
here I am.
So down. So if you go
You can
down to
do
the
it.
right, as you go so far, go the furthest down. And start punching. There we go.
Cheeky.
Yep.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
because spoiler.
He's funny, man.
Yes. The mushroom used to be a bigger part.
I was hungry.
I thought it was too out of the main plot, and we had not spent as much time developing the lore of the mushrooms. So maybe another time, I guess, maybe in an animated series, the lore of the mushrooms.
They look very cool, so they deserve a bit of a spotlight, I think.
Yeah, I don't.
They've got
The-
some of
the-
most
the small one.
personality.
Yeah, or one punching a punch. This one level of stuff. First level that with a big twist in it. That if you cross it 3 or 4 times, the ground just falls, and there is another complete different level.
Aha.
Oh, that's cool.
So sorry, I need to spoil it to
No,
explain my
please.
point, but there is variation level. Like we planned for the third time that you come across the level, you're gonna have this feeling of I recognize this. I know how it works. And the same thing as usual, and swoop the legs and make a completely different level with it. So we tried to take in account the fact that it repeats.
Excellent. Oh, well done.
Those dogs really hate the beginning. Not that a behavior that punishes rush them. Yeah. And even in terms of audio, that's kind of a challenge. It's hard to make a good monster dog without having the feeling that you're beating on a pet. That's really
Yep.
a really hard thing to nail, because during most of the development the pitch was too high, so people didn't want to hit the thing, and it was monster. But it's it's a hard thing. There is some subjects like this that you don't suspect that would be difficult.
Yeah.
You're surprised.
Adam, did we ever tell you how to perform an ultimate move?
I do not.
Star.
Alright.
It's your stack. Oh, so if you press both. Yep.
I mean, I feel like maybe I
apologise for
wasted
not
that
telling
on
you
2
that
goblins.
Yeah, there is a tutorial the second time that you come across the Underking chamber. But yeah, with the later set, you won't have.
Oh no.
So with Mystic Ordeal, I guess. Sorry, I'm just watching Adam kind of get his.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Oh, that was a huge hit.
it's alright.
Yeah, with all the stuff that you can kind of add to make your own run, like, how much stuff did you have to leave out? Like, was there, like, what's some of the craziest ideas that you had that maybe didn't make it into the game, or did every idea make it kind of into the game on how you can make it more challenging or fun or just crazy?
We used to make
burn this city forever.
to have bosses in the rifts, the cosmic rift that spawns another enemies from another biome.
Oh no.
We used to have bosses. Yeah.
Oh no.
It was bit too much. So we decided to cut it. Decided to cut it. We had, I think, there is a lot of things that we couldn't put into the game, but in terms of playable character, having 4 characters, that you have some moveset that you want to have. We like I said earlier, we kept it at 4, and we have the same 4 all the development. Doesn't change from the fact that you have some wishes sometimes, and you want to have some more grappling character. Carl is a bit grappling character, but he doesn't have most hybrid of range and things like that. So yeah, some concept of player character, some bosses that we couldn't fit in, some quests also. You notice that Carl has a personal quest after they finished the game. He had a boss, but that was spoiled. Maybe come to it in the boss run. But we wanted to have specific boss for each player character quest, and we didn't have time for this. And even the ghost drag part couldn't fit it. But yeah, there is a lot of tidbits all around. 4, but
Yeah.
just want polished.
Yeah. Nice. Good.
I like this.
Well done, Adam. I've never seen that boss before.
Astral is also a boss.
Is there a particular biome that you most enjoyed designing for? Or, and by that question, is there a biome that you found most challenging designing levels for?
One of the biomes I enjoy designing for is the castle, because there is things that goes natural. I think that siege and set pieces just comes to mind really easy. By the arrows flying to you, the lot of guards on the angry guards that you are coming in their houses, but more challenging ones are ones which are robot, because the biome plenty and based around wild nature. It's hard to make really lots of different plant-based biomes. You have swamp, where there's a lot of ground after the swamp, that's first. And initially I wanted to have some sort of poison swamp in the game, but
I was hoping for it, but yeah.
There is a level in the game that has the background for it. The ground is really evocative of the poison swamp, but it was really hard to fit them up and make it fun to the player. And even AI couldn't handle ground hazards as good as destroyables and fighters, so it was hard to make it work. So it's both that you get for finishing the four guys.
Oh my.
Right?
Oh my.
I think one of the biomes I love designing for is the prison, because we had a clear pitch of what the fantasy would be like, and it was, okay guys, we have an arena, we have a prison, let's make Spartacus, okay? Yeah. Let's lift an army and overtake the arena with it. And I think we had fun with the idea, which is also a little bit of a secret in this biome that I love, that I tried to implement in the biome, that I tried to make work despite the game not handling pursuer between levels.
In the prison?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you can fall in the prison by some by another biome, I'm not gonna spoil it. But if you find in this situation, there might be some things that follows you across the whole biome, and I found it pretty fun to play with this kind of mechanism. Talking Resident Evil earlier, you have the idea of big threat cheating if you don't confront it.
When Adam finishes this fight, we might nearly wrap it up. But is there anything else that you want us to check out before we do call time? Anything you would love us to see or just to chat about?
No, I think you wrapped it. Talked about everything that is the highlight of the game. I like to make a bit of keep a bit of mystery alive. I think well played. I like to keep a bit of mystery that the people discover the game for themselves. I hope you enjoyed playing the game as well.
Yeah, as soon as we wrap up here, I'm gonna continue playing it. Like we'll finish this. I'll grab my Steam Deck and I'll keep playing it for sure. This game is fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah. We tried to make it as well as possible on Steam Deck. One of the team member played every day on Steam Deck. Was kind of vocal about it.
I love the idea of optimizing something for Steam Deck because you want to play it on the Steam Deck. That's fantastic. I love it.
Yep.
I got one more question before we kind of go, and I guess is there any kind of cool stories or anything cool that's kind of did happen during the game's development that you will want to share or that you can share, like any funny stories or funny bugs or whatever that might have occurred that that happened?
Yeah. One of the funniest stories that comes. It's the usual. It was a bug, but it's so fun that you kept it. And one of the intro for the village, there was the goblin, human.
Yes.
Throws a grenade and
Yeah.
earlier in the game, it was kind of serious, and the goblins broke the barrier with the grenade, and humans die and everything. And someday, Jordi just buffed up the barricade's health, and the goblins just throw the grenades. It bounces back and blows them up in cutscene, and we thought, wait, that's way more fun and more characteristic than the goblins. And we just kept it in the game, and a lot of people thought that it was intentional. So, well, the wish to keep it in the game is intentional, but we just stumbled upon it. It was kind of a fun tidbit. And also, second thing, more of a, I think, driving force in the game. There is strangely a lot of people in the development of the game that had a child during development. There are a lot of development babies, and I think it transpired a lot of the themes of the game and what it talks about, and even features, because the assist feature was thought mainly because people in the team wanted to play with their child at some point. Because you want to be able to play with someone that is not as good as you, game developer, with someone that is their first game. So it was a big driving force in Federation 4, and the assist mode was made asymmetrical mainly for this reason, so you can adapt the experience even if you're playing couch.
Awesome. That's cool. Alrighty, Adam.
Yes.
Any final words? Favorite character?
No. Favorite character has to be the frog. Brome, is that what his name is?
Yeah, Brome.
Brome is fantastic.
Anyone else pick up that his final fight was against himself and he lost?
Yep. I beat myself. That checks out. Now Brome is probably my favorite character as far as like gameplay, as well as just design. Like a wizard frog. Come on. But yeah, I plan on playing a whole lot more of this game. I had an absolute blast.
Excellent. Alrighty, Nathan. Any final questions from you or?
No, look, what this has done for me, as I said, I've played 3 hours of it. I have been tantalised by the way this game weaves its stories and its secrets and its quests together so organically. To hear that there's a lot more hidden that I've yet to find is kind of tugging me back in. So I see more time spent here. I've had a great time with Absolum.
Excellent.
And you can go behind.
Hold on a moment.
You can showcase a bit of all the items that can be found in the game. Yeah.
That's more like it.
Excellent.
Yeah, get a head start.
All right. Very, very good. One last question for you. It's a personal question. What's the most anticipated game you've got this year? What game are you most looking forward to playing?
Hard one. Because I wasn't.
It was Resident Evil.
Yep. But what is coming? I'm just curious about what GTA has an impact in the industry.
Yes.
Yep.
Not even from the game standpoint, but what's come out of it. But from a game standpoint, so I'm gonna shamelessly plug some friends, but some friends are working on a Kingsfield
Yeah.
game
Yeah.
that I'm really anticipating. That is named Hog the Goal, and I was supportive at first, like a friend. Oh yeah, nice. And then I playtested the game, and now I'm a fan of the game. I'm not. I've gone across the board, so yeah, I'm really curious what the
Can I get that name
government
once
with this.
more?
Hark the Goal.
All right, we'll pop it on the wish list.
Excellent.
I
Alrighty.
found it.
You got all good?
Yes.
Alrighty. Thibault, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a blast to get some insights from the game's development. You know, we're all, well, you know, I was a big fan of this game. This was one of my games of the year last year, so it's really, really cool to kind of get a behind the scenes look a little bit. And
I don't plan to meditate now.
and Adam, you did me proud. You've done well.
Thank you, mate. I tried my best.
Excellent. Well, Thibault, thank you once again. And for everyone watching, this has been WellPlayed Talkthrough, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
so much.